figuring out all these great technologies. The only problem is YouTube obviously is involved with censorship, but we could talk about that.
Looking to see if I'm looking for my headphones. I can't find them.
No, you sound fine. Okay, Hal Shurtleff's here, Charles Moskowitz, Monday through Friday, 12 noon to 1 p.m. live at the flagship station, which is YouTube, but about 10 other platforms and TikTok. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Hal Shurtleff's here. Hal's an old friend, former John Birch Society Northeast coordinator. Hal now is the manager and director of Camp Constitution. He's a political activist in Boston. He just concluded a lawsuit in Boston that involved his right to fly a flag with a cross on it at the city hall. Hal, that got a lot of coverage, including front page of the Boston Herald.
It did. Actually, it's still pending, Chuck. We lost our appeal at the First District Court, the federal court in Boston, which we expected to.
Right.
So it's now going to the U.S. Supreme Court.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah. In fact, it was in the news yesterday, the Hartford Courant. There's some type of flag case in Manchester, Connecticut, and they made reference to our case. And I thought, oh, it's pretty interesting. I get the what we call Google alerts. So when we're mentioned somewhere,
Yes,
the Atlantic Constitution, the newspaper, But anyway,
do you have any idea if and when the Supreme Court is going to hear the case?
Well, it has not been formally presented to them, and our attorneys, Liberty Counsel, they took the case thinking that it was winnable, and the further along we went, the better chance we had,
Sure.
And it would set a precedent. So those are the two major reasons why they took the case, and it's a pro bono case. But for your viewers who may not know, back in July of 17, I tried to get a permit to raise what is known as the Christian flag, which is a non-denominational flag. Doesn't have any writing on it. Just has it's a white background, a blue on the top left. I think they call that the chevron, and then there's what they call the Latin cross, the red cross. It was actually designed in Coney Island, back in the late 1890s. And the city of Boston has what I refer to as a public access flagpole. About 8 years ago, we flew the Gadsden flag. We had a little ceremony, the Gadsden flag with a "Don't Tread on Me," and no problems. We had a nice little ceremony. We had it on video. It's on our YouTube channel. It was kind of interesting. My late friend, Pastor Garrett Lear, he was known as the Patriot Pastor. He showed up in his colonial attire, including his firing musket, walking through downtown Boston. But anyway, so the permit was officially denied, and they said initially that it was separation of church and state, which is kind of ludicrous because the city of Boston is violating all kinds of federal laws. It's become a sanctuary city, and they don't have any trouble with that. So they kind of pick and choose what they think is constitutional. And the irony is the city of Boston's flag and their official seal has a Bible verse from the Old Testament on it. So maybe Judaism is the official religion of Boston now, right? Because of that, which, by the way, has been there since the 1920s. Anyway, Liberty Counsel heard about the case. We let them know about it, and they asked to take the case. And so, yeah, it made international news, a lot of legal publications. It made the Boston Globe number of times. It was interesting, too, when you see it in conservative online circle, people are very sympathetic, but on the left-wing side, it's very nasty. And there were like 19 left-wing groups that have filed amicus briefs against us, including Muslims United, People for the American Way, a couple of left-wing Jewish groups. But I said, just 19? I'm offended. It should be more than that. So we think we have a good chance of winning the case. Did we lose you, Chuck? Let's see what happened to Chuck here. See, exit full screen. Hey, Chuck, are you there? Oh, he got off for some reason. I'm gonna get